Public hearing stuff.
Go. All right, welcome everybody to the regular public hearing and workshop Monday, July 8th, 2024. Please, I call the meeting to order. Can we please rise for the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to have a motion to accept the meetings of June 10th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Will the clerk take a roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. All right, does anybody have any public comment on resolutions in town business only? Remember, it's 3 minutes. No, that's a workshop. Look at you. All right, does any of the board members have any conflict of interest regarding any of the items listed on tonight's agenda?
No. Nope.
Public hearings for the dogs.
Proposal of law?
Yep.
I'd like to open the public hearing for the local law amendment, section 4-5, section 4-3 of the town code regarding dogs.
Corrections, section 45-3 and 45-5.
I said it in reverse.
Yeah.
You gotta correct me now, please. Okay, anything?
Is there a motion?
There's a motion. I have a motion.
So moved.
We don't need
Second.
Who took your second?
a second. Who took the second on that?
I'll take the second.
Is- So, we close it now.
Public comment.
Is there any public comment?
You want me to just give a summary of?
No, that she wants to, she got to read the notice first.
Yeah. I'll read the notice of public hearing. Notice of public hearing, Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park. Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park shall hold a public hearing on Monday, July 8th, 2024 at 6:05 p.m. at Hyde Park Town Hall, 4383 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York, on the proposed adoption of local law number D of 2024 entitled A Local Law Amending the Section 45-3 and 45-5 of the Town Code regarding dogs in the town of Hyde Park. Any person desiring to be heard on said local law shall be provided with an opportunity to do so at the public hearing. A copy of the proposed local law is on file at the town clerk during regular business hours. By the order of the town board dated June 11, 2024, Hyde Park, New York, Sarah Holman, town clerk.
Has there been any write-ins on public hearing?
No.
All right. May I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take a roll call vote on that?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye.
Just make sure you the record reflects that there's nothing to do with it.
Selected.
Thank you.
So we're going to go to, what's that true? Is Aaron Toto?
I'm here.
Is there a workshop for that?
No, that's the certificate.
We just want to do the presentation.
Yeah.
We come up front. Anybody take any? presented, Aaron, you're getting a recognition certificate from the, in thanks for outstanding service for our veterans in our community by cleaning up the Town of Hyde Park Town Hall Memorial Site. Thank you very much for that. And for the planting of fresh flowers and mulching.
Patrick, can we see the certificate? Sure.
Anybody wanna?
Yep, good.
Aaron?
So if you turn around, we have a picture.
Nobody's taking. Okay.
Thank you.
Good job, thank you very much. I'd like to also thank the Boy Scout Troop 37. You guys did a phenomenal job at the parade. Thank you very much for having a couple of people, a couple of kids carry the banner for the town board. We really appreciate that, and let the troops know that we appreciate all they do for us.
I'll pass along the message. Thank you.
Thank you guys so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
And everybody's hot. Okay, Kristen Mayo of the Community Nexus to present their vision for the property located at 200 Cardinal Road, Hyde Park, New York, and the requested letter of support from this town board.
Good evening, everyone.
I don't know if you want to tip a couple chairs so you can kind of face both of us if you want to sit or you want.
Whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you. Yeah, so that, so that the public can see it too and your back seeing towards them.
All right.
There you go.
As you heard, my name is Christy Mayo. I'm here on behalf of Community Nexus. This is Carlos Eliaboquin. He is the chair of our development committee. I am the CEO and one of the founders of Community Nexus. We are here this evening to request from the Town Board of Hyde Park a letter of support that we can bring to New York State and Dutchess County governments to further our efforts for seeking grants to purchase the property at 200 Cardinal Road, Mariapolis, Luminosa. To do that, I'm going to tell you just a very brief history of the company, an even more brief history of myself and why myself and my family started this team. A little bit about the work that we have done and what we're transitioning to do this year. And then Carlo will share a little bit about the project itself. So Community Nexus is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that was founded in 2019. We first started operating in 2021, offering various wellness programs in local businesses around Dutchess County, in particular LaGrangeville and Poughkeepsie, as well as online virtually throughout the pandemic. We've continued to do that today. We partner with various businesses around the county, and we're seeking to expand as well, particularly to Putnam, and then in the coming years we will expand. And part of that transition would be the acquisition of this property that we're here to discuss today. So we have on our board 12 members, plus myself, a non-voting member. That's 13 plus 7 advisors and multiple corporate sponsors. Collectively, we have more than 300 years of experience working with nonprofit organizations and a very strong history working with people with special needs. We also look at special needs a little bit differently than you might be used to. We believe everybody will be touched by special needs in some way in their lifetime, whether that's in disabilities, potentially veterans, or various mental health concerns, or simply aging and needing additional support around the lives. So we've been providing quite a few different services, which if anyone's interested in taking a look, I have a portfolio of classes here from our adaptive sports clinic. I don't know if you can see that there. We teach adaptive sports, as well as a variety of fitness classes. And I can pass this around if anyone wants to take a closer look. I can also send you an electronic copy. We teach programming to individuals with special needs as well. We teach entrepreneurship skills. We do social training for people who need it. One of my favorites is theater for self-expression. That's one that I teach. We do day programs for kids. It's not a camp, I just want to clarify. We have these classes that we offer as day programs in various businesses. And we are also expanding to work directly with schools. We offer virtual workshops for parents and caregivers to support them with their needs. And then we do community events as well to bring people together and discuss critical issues that face society. Last time we had one about mental health services. And this year we're looking to have similar events for managing the workforce crisis and understaffing in a variety of industries. So there's a whole bunch of these types of things in here, in case anyone wanted to see that. Take a look. Now, that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing for the past 2.5 years. And this year we're transitioning. As I mentioned earlier, we are in the middle of applying for a few different grants. And the one that we're looking for the letter of support for is for the New York State Empire State Development Momentum Fund, as well as to move forward working with Dutchess County, and they have a few different grants available at that level as well.
What's the name of that grant again, I'm sorry?
The New York State grant is the Momentum Fund
Momentum.
through the Empire State Development Office. And then there are a few that we are looking at with Dutchess County, and they've put it forward as a prerequisite that we get a letter of support from the town board of Hyde Park to do that. And so that's what brings us here today. Before I go on, I'd like to give Carlo the opportunity to add what he sees and details about the project.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that having visited the site, having gone to Marianopolis, Luminosa, and met with Margaret there, who's managing everything, and what is really clear is that the site seems perfect for us. There is no, at this stage, we're excited to actually function from there and use their event space and the number of buildings they have and the people that they can house. We are not looking to make any radical changes or anything like that. In fact, we've come to be very clear that all we're thinking about doing at this point is adding solar panels to the larger buildings, possibly digging a geothermal or setting up a geothermal system to cut down on fuel costs, and revising the playground that's there to make it more accessible to disabled or to people with special needs.
Is there a plan to go before, to move forward with this? Are you guys planning to go before the planning board, or is that the next phase for you folks?
That's our understanding, yes.
Okay, good.
Now, there's the concept that is already there. Why would they need planning board approval if it's similar in kind?
Because they're putting in geothermal.
Well, they said they were thinking about it, but I'm saying that if the footprint matches what's there, and that's what the use is, similar, I don't know.
If they're not going to make any changes at all to the building, and they're going to take the building as is, and there's no other changes to it, then perhaps they may not need site plan approval. But if they want to adapt the building or make any changes to make it more suitable to whatever they need it for, that's going to require site plan.
Yeah. Are you? I know there's multiple dwellings there. Are these students or these people going to be living on site?
Yes.
And how many would there be?
There would be 50, we would think, be living on site, and then we may open it to the general public as well, to allow people to come in and be there as well. There is, most of the time when we're working with people, either with special needs, if that's the aged or others, what often happens are people are institutionalized in a sense. They're put in an old age home. They're put in a home for people with special needs. And there's a certain amount of isolation for that. The experience isn't being part of the community necessarily. So we're looking to alter that. We're actually looking to incorporate everybody together. I want to say that most of the people, or all of the people at this point that we're thinking about, the population thinking about having be there, are people who already can take care of themselves. So we're not looking to have somebody who's needs to be in an institution per se.
Now, does your organization transport people in and out, or the people have their own vehicles? How does that work? I'm just trying to get a picture of the impact on the road compared to what
We
was
don't
there.
expect any changes from the current model that Marianopolis Luminosa has running today.
you'd still have to, we'd have to give a referral anyway to.
No, I was just wondering, just,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
I
I
know
think
what we
it's-
had here before, so,
It's been off the tax grid for
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
And I met with Kristen and I've been out to the site before with the realtors out there. And I think this is definitely
Perfect fit.
perfect fit for it. And it should be just a change of use, I'm thinking. You know, and we would have to do a resolution to authorize the reference, which we can do on our next board meeting.
Well, what I think what they're looking for, we don't need like a formal reference to them. They can go and they make their applications as they see fit. But what we do need a resolution for them is to do the letter of support that they want to submit to the Momentum Fund for the grant. So for that, what we can do is we'll put a resolution on for the next, how soon do you require that? When does it go in?
Well, we have a project manager with the state as well as an open line of communication with the county, and when, at your earliest convenience.
So would it be acceptable, what we typically do is the board meets monthly, we can put it on the agenda for next month's consideration, we'll do an actual resolution, and then the board can vote it up and down. Once you have, the board votes the resolution for approval, then you can have your letter.
I think that works, you see.
Does that work for you?
That works, yeah.
Is that within the time frame?
Yeah, I think we can work with that.
Assuming the board is favorably disposed to it, what I would make a suggestion is you could send my office an email of the things you might like to see in the letter. That would be most useful.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
Do you have a card, or can I reach out to
I
Cecilia?
do, but yeah, just reach out.
Okay.
Okay. It'll get you my contact info.
Great, and
Beautiful. Thank you.
And one,
Any other
the services that you folks offer, are they gonna be for residents also that live in the town, or are people gonna be coming from out of town?
we are open to the public. We expect that it would mostly be local, though. You know, we have a couple of existing communities that are very nearby, like Kipsey and Wappingers, but I don't think it would reach too much beyond that at this time. Do you see anything?
No, I mean, we're not, the organization that's currently there, Focolare, is international. So they already, you know, the way they use it, they have people coming from sometimes all over the world, but definitely from North America. We don't have that kind of a reach, and especially not right now. So we're really talking about local. The other side of that is that the programs that we have will also be open to the citizens of Hyde Park. So if anybody wants to come and join and, you know, and experience this, they can do that too.
I would like to add to that as well that we do offer services to local businesses that we, you know, as I forgot to mention before, my background is in data science and market research. And I do have a lot of research showing that the services we offer to local businesses are in high demand. And so we would look forward to building relationships with businesses in Hyde Park as well.
Is there any particular age that are excluded? Is this just for adults? Is there going to be children for these services?
We don't have programs for children under the age of 8 at this
Okay.
time, although we would like to in
Okay.
the future.
It will depend on the program.
Excellent, thank you.
I'm forgetting my ignorance. What zone, do you know what zoning this is in?
There's a special zoning, I believe, that you have in Hyde Park. Is it
Greenbelt, I believe.
Greenbelt?
Greenbelt, thank you.
Would it be any, how big is that piece of property, Al, 40-some acres?
76.
76. Would there be any expansion down the road possibly?
If we can't
We don't
forecast that right now. It possibly, you know, maybe, but we're not looking to do that at this time.
No, there's a lot of property there, and I know it goes from the Cardinal Road side all the way to Carmel. It comes out near Cream Street. You know, it's a big tract of land.
We don't anticipate any expansion in the coming years.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be many years down the road.
Yeah.
Do the residents have, is there gonna be people monitoring the residences? Because if it's for people with developmental disabilities or age and they need that support, correct?
Yes, and part of our model is that we have staff integrated in the residence with the people who need services.
And again, these are going to be people who are largely self-sufficient, so it'll be limited, it would be limited need.
Yeah, no, it's like this is my area too, so I'm just, you know, I like it. I like all the ideas, all the programs that you have for it, so.
Mark will be there.
Yeah, I'm
You got room for him? Did he make it 51?
To say we are the village, absolutely.
I'll bring it with me.
No, sounds great. Just want to add another side note. This gentleman that's sitting right here, this white haired gentleman over here in the corner, Richard Maddox. Richard Maddox works with the town, and he does a lot for the solar panels, geothermal. He takes care of the climate smart stuff for us, so maybe for you guys, he can just hand you a card, because that would be great if you guys could talk, because like I say, there's a lot of incentive programs that he helps the town out with, and could probably help you out also.
Wonderful, thank you.
So this would be classified as a charitable institution?
Yes, 501c3.
Yeah, okay, then you'll need and you also, as you guys know, you need a special use permit, so. I presume you're familiar with that, right?
Yes.
So because of the use, they also need, so it's gonna require site plan just for the use itself, because they need a special use permit.
Will the activities that are in that binder also be at this location too, or will it vary?
It would vary, it'd be very similar to
Yeah.
what's in there. With the addition, as I mentioned before, we are transitioning to having residential programs this year, so that would be an addition for us.
You're gonna have to retrofit some of them for handicap accessibility at all, or are they already done? I didn't see any
A
ramps.
few of them are. At least 2 of the residences have ramps. We have not seen all of the residents. At this point, we have walked the property, but not the full property. So we look forward to doing that soon. But I anticipate that we aren't at this point, we're not going to need to build more ramps right now. Largely because of the entrances, there are a lot of entrances that are just accessible anyway.
So how close are you in negotiation? Are you in contracts, or where you at with, I know it's a pretty hefty price tag on that place.
We are getting to the point where we're pretty close to being complete with our capacity expansion and raising the capital needed for this. We're just having those conversations now, working with the mortgage broker. We also have 2 other people from our team here. We have Tom and Mildred, who are supporting with the real estate side of things as well. So we have a pretty big and growing team working on this. We're trying to cross our T's and dot our I's now and have this conversation with all of you.
Well, if you're short a couple, 3 million, go see Al. Very nice. I think it's very nice.
I just had one other question. Is your schedule of events available on your website in here?
For the most part, yeah, there may be some that are not up there yet, but
Thank you.
it's being worked on regularly.
Perfect fit.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
When I heard it, I jumped.
Did you have a question?
Just don't forget to look at the email.
Here, you
Oh,
can
thank you.
contact me, I'll get you guys information.
Thank you so much.
What word is it?
You're done, that's your word.
Anyone have anything else? No?
Thank you guys so
We're
much.
excited for you.
We're excited too, we really look forward to working with you.
We look forward to
Thank you
being
for having
making
us.
this.
And the next meeting is what, August 12th, right? And that's within your time frame?
Well, yeah, I would say it is, working with the state, you may have some experience with that.
Yeah.
We're actively communicating with them and they are coming back with more questions and looking for more documents. It should work, but if anything changes, I will communicate.
Have you been communicating also with Sue Serino, over county executive as well?
They are the ones who requested the letter from
Okay,
your council.
very good.
I'm good. Everybody else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys, thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you. I actually didn't know.
Okay, we're ready to see the resolutions. Mark, you're up.
Resolution 7-8 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of part-time police assistant Benjamin Nguyen.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-2 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of Don Veith as a member of the Town of Hyde Park Planning Board.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
This is hard, but will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye.
We'd also like to thank Donnie Beat for his service to the planning board. We know he was sick and not feeling well. We wish him the best. Resolution 78-3 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Dylan Tuttle as a member of the Town of Hyde Park Planning Board.
May I have a second, please?
Second?
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye.
Dylan, stand up, say hello. That's the new planning board member.
Hi, Dylan.
Thank you very much.
Resolution 78-4 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of Christine Pemberton as a member of the Town of Hyde Park Recreation Commission.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-5 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Stephen Pemberton to the Town of Hyde Park Recreation Commission.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Stephen here?
Yep.
And Stephen, thank you very much for stepping up. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Resolution 78-6 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Mike Athanas to the Town of Hyde Park Veterans Affairs Committee.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Would the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-7 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve vacation carryover for Town of Hyde Park payroll clerk Megan Cardinal.
May I have a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-8 of 2024, resolution authorizing Nuck Pro Tunc entrance into the property located at 4359 Albany Post Road, tax ID number 6065-20836-205 within the Town of Hyde Park to bring this property into compliance with the standards of Chapter 85-5 Subdivision B of the Town Code and to assess the costs of such actions against the property as a lien and charge on the same.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-9 of 2024, resolution authorizing Nuck Pro Tunc, the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor, to execute the shared services agreement for an animal control officer.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-10 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to introduce a proposed local law amending Chapter 103 of the Town of Hyde Park Code regarding towing of vehicles and setting a public hearing.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-11 of 2024, resolution authorizing Matt Pro Tunc, the Town of Hyde Park Supervisor, to execute an amendment to the intermunicipal agreement with the Hyde Park Central School District to cooperatively fund a school resource officer program from July 6, 2024 to July 5, 2026 at the Haviland Middle School and the Franklin Delano Roosevelt High School in the Hyde Park Central School District.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
All right, clerk, please take the roll call vote.
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-12 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the donation of the Town of Hyde Park Climate Smart Communities educational outreach materials to the Dutchess County SPCA.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-13 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the town supervisor to sign a letter of support for Community Nexus, a 501c nonprofit organization to seek funding from the New York State grant application to acquire the property located at 200 Carmel Road, Hyde Park, New York.
Discussion. So this is the resolution.
No.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, John, you want to say something?
No, this is the resolution that we already drafted. If there wasn't no discussion and the board wanted to vote on it, could we do it tonight?
You may certainly may, yeah.
Okay. May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
As soon as I get that email, I'll draft it up and circulate it for everybody's review.
Yes.
Resolution 78-14 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve Detective Christian McGaw and Officer Jason Berkowitz to attend a 2-day background investigations for police applicants training on November 7th and 8th, 2024 at the Town of Poughkeepsie Police Department located at 19 Tucker Drive, Poughkeepsie, New York.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-15 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve police dispatcher Derek Klein to attend an online seminar titled Releasing and Reenacting Police Records for New York on October 8th, 2024.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
May I have the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-16 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the purchase of a new utility trailer for the Town of Hyde Park Recreation Department.
May I have a second, please?
Second. Oh, I'm sorry. Second.
John knows.
John wasn't going to second it.
What do you want to say? Okay. Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye. Motion carried. I thought you were going to say aye.
That's my turn. Resolution 78-17 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Nuck Pro Tunc, the Town of Hyde Park Town Board, to accept the proposal of MJ Engineering and Land Surveying PC for the planned rehabilitation and improvements to the Town of Hyde Park Hackett Hill Pool.
Long overdue. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take a roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-18 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Richard Maddox as the 2024 to 2025 New York State Office of Resilient Homes and Community, RISC, liaison for the town and community.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
Thank you, Richard, for doing that for us.
Thank you,
There's a
Rich.
million other things you do for us.
He's got plenty of free time.
I don't know what it is. Let's see how.
Pleasure.
Don't worry.
It's a pleasure.
Resolution 78-19 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Clerk to issue a hawking and peddler's license to Veronica Ping? I don't know how to say it.
Yes.
Trevino.
Jabing of Trinity Solar.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-20 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the application submission to the New York State Climate Smart Communities Grant Program as a participant in the Hudson Valley Regional Council's Climate Action Planning Institute Dutchess County Program.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-21 of 2024, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve making necessary referrals of a petition for amendments to the text of the Hyde Park zoning law and setting public hearing.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-22 of 2024, a resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve application submission and funding commitment to the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation Dormitory Authority of the State of New York statewide investment in More Swimming Initiative Grant Program, New York Swims.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 78-23.
Okay.
Okay. Resolution 78-23 of 2024, resolution authorizing not pro tunc the town supervisor to execute the dog control housing agreement with the Dutchess County SPCA.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Aye. Motion carried.
This resolution 78-24 was added at the dais. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve adopting a local law amending section 45-3 and 45-4 of the Town Code regarding dogs.
Okay, Don, we, can I have a motion to add this resolution at the dais?
So move.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take that roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chrysikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Georgiano.
Motion carried.
Do I need to reread that into the record, or are we okay?
We're okay.
Okay.
Okay, May I have a second on that?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Klein.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Chryskowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Trogiani.
Aye, motion carried.
And the motion on the resolution itself, who made that motion?
Now the second.
You did make the motion, okay, I missed that, gotcha. Thanks.
Okay, any new or old business?
I got nothing. I'm good in Hyde Park, or good at the Southburg right now.
I have Ward 2, the Stone Ledge Apartments. Supervisor Trogiani met with the Commissioner of the Office of the Aging in Dutchess County to discuss problems and the tub was leaking, the stove, into the stove. They had a lot of problems there. They had problems with air conditioning. They're not getting done work orders, and eventually the staff there was no staff there to even help out. They were absent. They were going to hire somebody. So, and you're speaking to the Commissioner of the Aging. We contacted the state, and the state came back to us and was there on Friday, June 7th. They installed a new tub for that person. The installation of the new tub fixed her stove issue. They also are saying that the garbage not being picked up was an oversight, and then it was all handled. They're also telling the residents there now that there is a box outside of the office that's in the building that they can make work orders and stick them right in the box, and they will be taken care of. They've currently employed a full-time maintenance person and an office administrator, so there's going to be people on site now for the tenants. And they have committed to upkeep the common areas and currently looking to have professional cleaners come in, do a deep cleaning of all common areas. These folks had been
Doing it themselves.
yes, and they had been ignored for several years now. So we're happy with the way things are going, and that this, that there was an inspection and that they're happy, but they also have a way to put in work orders, contact the town if there's a problem, and they can also go online and fill out the forms directly to the state agency, because they will then come down and review things again if necessary. So that is a big thing for the many, many residents that live there. There are senior population, most of them, and some of them are disabled, and Conifer is paid by the state and the county, and which is our tax dollars as well. So we're glad that we got on top of this and that everybody's happy there. That's the Stone Ledge Apartments on Farm Lane.
And they also know that if there's, some are afraid that they would lose their tenancy there, and I assured them if they had any additional problems or anything wrong to contact First Liz, and I also have some people that have my direct line, they'll contact me also, and I'll get them, because the way to get to these people, they're not predominantly not quickly correcting the problems in there, and some of the tenants are afraid that they would get thrown out.
Yeah.
So we assure them, you tell us, we'll get to the pocketbook, and that's how you get the Conifer, or anybody else when it comes to it. So it's been a good accomplishment.
And just one other thing is the heat is ridiculous now that it's summer, and the town of Hyde Park has a cooling center at the library when the library is open, and we put that on our website. It's on our homepage at the top. It's an alert, and if you click on it, it tells you the number for the library. The library is located at 2 Main Street in Hyde Park, and also there's a link there for other cooling centers that the county countywide. So you can click the link and find the Hyde Park information, and also the whole entire county cooling centers.
As to the website, that's currently in its final stage of redesign. That will be launching very soon. It should be much more user-friendly, because a lot of people said that they couldn't figure out how to manipulate through it, but it should be done very well. And we got it done for like $1,800, which doesn't happen too often. That's good. Anything else?
Good job, good job. Couple things, like to thank everybody that came out for the 4th of July parade. We had a tremendous turnout. We had everybody work together as a group. I want to thank Rob from Recreation. I want to thank the Hyde Park Police. And I'd like to give a special thanks to John Joseph Capola. He was helping us hand out candy. We went to a tremendous amount of candy. The kids all had a blast. The supervisor is working now with the Hyde Park Central School District, and we are in conversations to talk to see if we can, down the road, for next 4th of July, see if we can start getting some more music and some more bands back to get a little more life into that parade, because I got to tell you, it was a tremendous turnout. The parade was over an hour and a half long. A special thanks to Bob Brandel. Brandel's Towing every year. I don't know if the public really knows, but his trucks are lined up at the end of that parade. And I was talking to Bob. He starts cleaning these trucks and these vehicles 2 days prior to the parade, and he shuts down for the parade. There's no tows, and his tow trucks are over it because he is committed to the town of Hyde Park. He has been doing this for many years. So special thanks to him because he does a tremendous job. Couple other side notes, school's out, so be careful of the kids playing in the roads. And also, as we've been getting numerous complaints, it's a double-edged sword. We have speed enforcement out there in full force. So if you get a ticket, we don't try to be calling people and saying, hey, can you help me out? Do this or do that, or hey, I don't understand why the cop pulled me over. Everybody's been forewarned that you got to slow down on the side streets. Be careful of the kids and everybody playing, and follow the speed limits. I also want to thank Craig Eldikin and Dave Mackey. They went over and they've been helping us out at the Union Cemetery. We have 5 or 6 garage bays over there that they've been cleaning out, sorting through the stuff that's in there so that we can eventually use that to put some rec equipment in there. And Craig Eldikin wants to use one of the bays to put some wreaths and some memorial stuff, so when he puts them out on the grave sites, he has the capability of doing that right by using one of the garages right on site. So thanks again to Craig and Dave Mackey. I want to touch on the pool grant, like the supervisor's been saying. Everybody that's been following these town board meetings, this town board has been doing, in my opinion, a phenomenal job. Over the years, there's a lot of stuff that, in my opinion, went unnoticed, or there's a lot of repairs that to a lot of buildings, structures, pools, grounds that were pretty bad shape. Well, the pool's one of them. The health department basically told us during the last inspection, hey, you guys got to fix the slabs. You got to fix the tile that's popping off. This pool was built how long ago, Al?
Too long.
60s or 70s it was built? You know, the prior administrations have been patching, and the pool is on its last leg. So the supervisor reached out to Millennium Strategies. There is a phenomenal pool grant that's available that we can get from minimum amount of money up to many and millions of dollars, and we are going to try to acquire a $1 million grant from for this pool grant to basically redo the slabs, redo the filtration system, redo the tile work, redo and make it more friendly so that we can bring chemicals back into the chemical room, redo and do some upgrades to the pool houses, on and on and on.
And the bathroom.
And the bathrooms. Now, with this being said, this will cost the taxpayers $0. And how this is going to cost the taxpayers $0 is it's an 80-20% match, and we reached out to the Hyde Park Recreation, and the Hyde Park Recreation Committee has over $400,000 in their fund, and they are willing to give us a check for $200,000 to cover the 20% match. And so we applied for a $1 million grant to basically do that pool over, give us a lot of nice upgrades, and that will tie that whole parcel, that Hackett Hill parcel together between the improvements that we were doing with the playground and what we got downstream coming with some landscaping. So that's going to be a phenomenal task if we can pull that off. And I thank the board and the supervisor for working on that, because that's going to be great for the taxpayers of Hyde Park. Another thing, We've been getting a lot of complaints, and we had a lot of people coming to a lot of the town board meetings and basically bitching about the roads and the potholes and the way the drainage works and everything. Well, the guys are out working on the roads. Don's going to give them an update on a couple of the big roads they're working with, but we've been getting numerous complaints from the highway crew that people are blowing the horn. They don't listen to the flag guys. They're going past the work zone, speeding recklessly. Listen, the guys are out there trying to fix the roads, doing the best they can for the taxpayers that are complaining and for all of us. So let's give the guys a break and try to slow down in the work zones and appreciate what they're doing for us.
Especially in this heat,
Yeah.
plus the blacktop heat, you got 90 something, they're working in over 100-degree weather.
Yeah, so let's try to give the guys at the highway department a break, and they're doing a phenomenal job, and we appreciate everything that they're doing for us. On another note, we're at the Roosevelt Fire District for our meeting tonight. We'd like to thank the Roosevelt Fire Commissioners for letting us use the meeting room. We're going to have a couple more meetings here. The Hyde Park Town Hall is moving right along, and the meeting room over there is under construction. So we're going to have a couple more meetings here, and then we're hoping to get back on track at the Town Hall very shortly. Beck Park. Beck Park is the basketball courts are done at Beck Park. The swing sets are installed. The town, as soon as they get done doing a couple of big road projects, the town of Hyde Park, through Howie Fisher and his crew, are going to go over there and do a small parking lot that needs to be done. And of course, people keep asking about the swing sets. There's item 4 underneath the swing sets, and everybody keeps asking, why is there stone underneath the swing sets? The playground area is not complete. The highway department, when they go over there and do the parking lot, they are going to create a little berm around the swing sets and put nice mulch in there, so if the kids fall off the swings, it's going to be something that's going to cushion. So that's work in progress, and we're getting very close to wrap that up. So that's coming along good. The Resilience Grant, Richard Maddox has been working with Pete Sotero. I think there's a couple fine items that they were trying to work out and sign the contract, hopefully, so that we can move forward with getting the flooding over the Roosevelt area, that grant in full force, and getting that in the works. The Hackett Hill Playground, as everybody been going over the playground, the fence is totally complete around the new playground area. So please, there is a 4 or 5 foot wide gate when you go into the playground. Please, when you enter the playground or exit the playground, there's a nice little note, there's a reminder. Let's make sure we keep the gate closed so none of the kids run out into the parking lots, and they did a beautiful job. So Supervisor, thank you for putting that in place. The fence looks phenomenal. Also, with that being said, the Tegmeyer Memorial and the Tegmeyer Committee, I met with them a couple weeks ago. They pledged to take all the old split rail fencing that's remaining at Hackett Hill, and they are going to replace it with new fencing and paint it that red that's basically the same red that they have around the memorial site. So we're going to see some new fencing going up where the split rail is, and the Tegmeyer is doing that free of charge to the town of Hyde Park. So that park's really coming together with everybody's efforts. At the end of July, there's a car show, so keep your eyes open for the car show coming right across from the town hall. You can look up on social media for the dates and times. Also, I'd like to thank Richard Maddox. I don't know if the SPCA got their equipment as of yet.
Waiting for this approval.
Okay, so I know that Richard Maddox and the Climate Smart is donating some equipment to the SPCA, and we appreciate everything that you've done with that. It's great. Also, the towing law, for people that don't understand what's going on with the towing law, for many years the Hyde Park Police has a towing law that was established, and basically over time we thought that it needed to be freshened up and some new language put in there, and a little better sequence in watching what's happening with the tow truck drivers, making sure that the trucks are registered, make sure there's insurance, make sure the yard is fully secure. So the town board and the Hyde Park Police Chief went through that and basically restructured the whole tow law in the town of Hyde Park. And we met with all the tow truck drivers that are on that list to date. And we took all and concerns, and we have a draft that we're working off of, and at the next month's meeting we are going to have some more discussion so that we can wrap that up in the future to take that off our list. That's all I got. Thank you.
That's it?
Very briefly, just to expand on where John led off, our town highway, the last project they're working on right now is, as most of the town is aware, is Cardinal Road. The town highway guys have gone in there, they've cleaned out the catch basins. Those guys actually climbed down in there and cleaned them out. The basins have been raised to match the new height of the new blacktop that goes in there. Some storm pipes have been replaced and the shoulders cut on the side so the blacktop matches up against the other roads and the driveways, and the road's been swept. So that paving should be starting this week, probably on Wednesday. Expanding a little further on that, I got an email from a resident with a concern about the condition of Peach Street, which, as you all know, is located between the BOCES Center and the county garage, just off of Salt Point. The whole reason that road hasn't been paved yet is the county is looking to connect another water line to the new BOCES Center that's been redone out there. And as everyone knows, if you pave and then you go in and cut up brand new pavement, no matter how well it's repaved, it's never as good as the original. The problem is getting a time frame from the county on that. They're probably looking to have that done by the end of 25. So although that's not going to be just around the corner, at least we have some indication on when that water line is going to be run, so our guys can go in and go ahead and pave that road. We also, last month, we had a workshop on some hazards that might exist down on 9G in North Cross. It was suggested that one of the things that can be put into place at the west end of North Cross, there's a pre-stop sign, which indicates a stop sign coming up at the end of the road. Through conversations that I've had, I've learned that those pre-stop signs are only put up in the event that a stop sign is around a curve in a road or a blind spot. If there's sufficient straight line of view to a stop sign, there isn't a secondary stop sign provided by the DOT to be put out there. So at this point, there is no further discussion to put a secondary stop sign at the east end of North Cross Road. That's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Don.
Thanks, Tom.
Anyone else? We good? All right. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Everyone get home safe.